After Kevin De Bruyne's retirement from Manchester City at the end of last season, Manchester City have got off to a very poor start in this brand new season. But there's a new kid on the block. Chelsea seem to have come from nowhere. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea, and if you are a first-time visitor, then why not subscribe, watch, like and comment. Help support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above, and follow along with us as it has been an extreme roller coaster ride in charge of this Swansea City team. And as I mentioned in the intro, Manchester City have had a very poor start to the season, and they are currently in 5th place. Quite a surprise. They have only 14 points from the first 8 games. But the big surprise is Chelsea. Chelsea, who have come from nowhere, and they are top of the league at the moment after 8 games with 21 points from 8 games, and they have a massive goal difference of 17. We are currently lying in 2nd place. And if we have a look at this Chelsea squad, you can see they are a very, very small squad indeed, and count them up, if you exclude the 2 that are out on loan, they just have a squad of 18. So whether they are going to be able to last the pace, who knows? As injuries come along, and they do on FM, maybe we're going to see Chelsea slipping down the table. But we have made a very, very good start, and we are in 2nd behind this surprising Chelsea team, who have done nothing over the last few seasons. We have, though, had our share of injuries, and currently we have Nuno Mendes out, who we've just signed in the transfer window, and yet another wing-back out injured. And he's been out for a couple of weeks already. He's expected probably to be out for another couple of weeks. And Malacia's doing a very, very good job deputising for him. And we have been able to play young Levington a few times as a substitute. So injuries are starting to come. We've just got Osimhen back, who's been out since he got injured in the first game of the season against Aston Villa, and I would expect him to play some part in the game that we have coming up today, which is against Bayern Munich in the 3rd game of European Champions Group A. We are 2nd on goal difference behind Bayern at the moment, so we do need a good result against Bayern Munich today, and if we can get a win today, we will go top of that group, and I hope that that's how it's going to play out today. In terms of what's been happening on the pitch, if we just have a look at what's been happening on the pitch, when you were last with us, you saw that tame 0-0 draw against Manchester City. I thought a game that we should have won. I don't know what you guys think. But then we played Utrecht in the Champions League and beat them quite easily at home by 5-0. And then we had a very easy victory against newly promoted West Brom by 4-1. And then we followed that with a very nice 1-0 victory over Birmingham. And then we had a very good game against Brighton. And we got off to a very, very good start when Cosimu headed in at the back post to make it 1-0. Denner fed in Timber, and his cross was hit forward by Brozier. Brozier fed it back, and Denner made it 2-0 on 30 minutes, and we were well in control of this game. Brighton, who are a good side, and we were very, very comfortable winners at the end of the day. Timber's cross found Brozier, and Mendes, Nuno Mendes, the new signing, he made it 3-0 just after half-time, and then Denner was robbed. Interchange with Brozier, and he found Vitinha. Vitinha found Brozier, and Brozier made it 4-0 on 69 minutes. Brighton were being just blown away, and we finally made it 5-0. Wirtz fed it to Vitinha over the top to Brozier, and Brozier's finish was sublime. 5-0 on the day. And then we followed that with a 4-1 home victory over Ludogorets in the Champions League, and a very narrow 1-0 victory followed away at Newcastle. And then we played another big game against Manchester United. And there was only one goal in the game, and it came very early on in the game as Cambiasso fed Markowski. He fed Raven, who made it 1-0, and that's how it remained. And so we'd had a very, very big result against Manchester United, and that set us up very nicely for today's game against Bayern Munich. And I really hope that we can take the game to them. We know they are very, very pacey, and so how we play them against them will be quite crucial. But I think it's time. Let's go and play in the Champions League. And as you can see, I have almost forgotten to record the game, which would have been an absolute disaster again. I'm old, I'm allowed to do these things. But the team today is Diego Costa, Julian Timber, Buongiorno and Kasumu at the back. We have Malacia also at the back with Karacha, Shortire and Wirtz in midfield. Vitinha, Denner and Brozier will make up the front three, and we have Victor Osimhen on the bench, who is returning from injury, and we will be seeing a little bit of him today as we go into this very, very crucial match. And I think we do need to show that the recent praise that we have been having is justified, and I think we need to get out there and really make an impression on this game, make an impression on this group, make an impression on Bayern Munich and the rest of Europe. And as you can see, Bayern Munich have a very, very strong team. We will do well to get anything out of this game. I'll even be happy if we get a draw. It will leave us in contention. We certainly are favourites to go forward from this group. Second favourites probably, but Bayern Munich are very strong, but we do need to give a good account of ourselves here today, and it is Bayern Munich with the first highlight, and there's a long ball forward, and that's picked up easily by Diogo Costa in goal. Now we need to start building from the back. We're going to play very patiently and move the ball around, move Bayern Munich around, and here is Brozier looking for Wirtz. Wirtz comes inside and looks for a ball over the top to Timber, and Timber going down the right. He looks inside for Denner. Denner finds Vitinha. Vitinha, can he get a cross in? He looks back for Timber. Timber inside to Shortire. Shortire, can he get a cross in? And there is Brozier at the back post, and we do have the first chance, and it goes over the crossbar. It remains Swansea 0, Bayern Munich 0 after the early exchanges. We've had the better of the game. We have created the more chances. We are getting the most of the possession, but it remains scoreless. And I was rather hoping for a few more highlights in the big game, but it's still pretty much nothing going on. XGs for both sides are very low, and we are coming up to half-time. And it looks like it will be goalless at half-time, and we do really need to do a bit better than this. And I'm gonna say we can very much win this game. Keep going, but we do need to be better than what we're actually showing at the moment. And it is the second half about to begin, and Swansea will get the game underway. And here is Malacia. Malacia, who's on a yellow card. He needs to be very careful. And Brozier, he finds Wirtz. Wirtz is looking for Denner. Denner turns. Can he find support? He's found Wirtz. Wirtz inside to Karacha. Karacha with the ball over the top, and here is Shortire. Shortire's cross goes into the box, and Swansea have another chance but cannot put it away. Vitinha is not having the best of games at the moment. We do need to give these boys some instructions about these yellow cards. It is a bit of a worry, and then probably we will need to think about some changes as Vitinha turns his man, tries to get into the box, but he's robbed. He's having what on earth has happened there? I was about to say Vitinha is having a dreadful game, And Bayern Munich have scored one of the strangest own goals that I've seen on FM for a long, long time. Vitinha, who's not having a great game, was easily robbed. Pass back to the goalkeeper, and somehow Bayern Munich have made a dreadful error, and it is now Swansea 1, Bayern Munich 0. I think we are on the point of taking Vitinha off the pitch. But Brozier is very, very tired, and we're going to bring Osimhen on instead for Brozier, which would make sense, rather than and then I think we do need to make some changes elsewhere. We'll just leave it at that for the time being. And Swansea do have a corner, and it's Denner with the corner, and there is a header, and Swansea have made it 2-0, and I'm not sure who's put it in. It is Brozier who has put the ball in the back of the net, just as we're on the point of removing him from the game. He's very, very tired. VAR are taking a look, but the goal is disallowed, and it does remain Swansea 1, Bayern Munich 0. And yeah, Brozier was offside. I got very excited for a minute there that we are going to take Brozier off now. He's very, very tired, and it does remain with Swansea in control. Malacia is also very, very tired. Leverington is going to come on and play a game, and Shortire is also very, very tired. We will replace him with Adley, and hopefully we can hold on to this as, again, Bayern try that ball over the top. They are trying to use their pace. We've completely dominated the game now. It's a worry that it's only 1-0, of course. And Bayern could obviously break and score. They are very, very pacey. But the standard line has dealt with that long ball that they try to play over the top. And here's Adley. Adley's looking for Denner. Denner's looking for Vitinha. Now, it's about time Vitinha did something. Gets a cross into the box, and that's fired wide by Adley. It remains Swansea 1, Bayern 0. 1-0 is never enough, and there is another highlight, but Bayern are playing it around at the back again, and that's very dangerous for them to do given the way we have gone into the lead. And Karacha finds Wirtz. We have a number of players again on yellow cards. We're not telling them to get stuck in or tackle hard. And here is Leverington through, and he has a chance, but he's a young boy, and he didn't keep his nerve and passed it almost straight to the goalkeeper. And we're going to say stay on your feet. Good advice from the assistant. But we have won the game. I'm not quite sure how we got the result, despite being at our best, as good advice from the assistant. And we have won the game, and we have gone top of the group, ahead of Bayern Munich. We won by a single goal to nil. Utrecht beat Ludogorets in the other game by 5 goals to nil. And so the group is still to be played for. And I'm not quite sure how we managed to win that. We didn't play well, but we have won the game. We have gone top of our group, and that is obviously something to be very happy about. And in terms of what's coming up in the schedule, after beating Manchester United and beating Bayern Munich, we now have a very, very difficult game away against Arsenal. But then we have a nice run of fixtures, Brentford, Nottingham Forest, before we will play Bayern Munich and Chelsea. And I actually think that if Chelsea remain on top of the league, it might be a good idea. Come back for the second game, Bayern Munich, and then play a double header and do the Chelsea game straight after. Let me know what you think, guys. And that's it for this video. A very short video today. Not many highlights to write home about. But we have won. And we are top of Group A in the Champions League. And if you are new to the channel, then why not? Subscribe, watch, like, comment, do all that stuff. And help support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And from, a very, very happy Liberty Stadium after an extremely good run of form, we will bid you all farewell, and we will see you all in the next episode.